Who are you? I think I'm you.
And here we're reviewing the new Moon Knight show, as well as taking a look ahead at the future MCU series on Disney+. So this new Moon Knight show just ended last night, was the final episode of the season. It was 6 episodes. If you haven't checked it out, I highly recommend it. I'm not going to get into any spoilers here, so if you haven't seen it, you can keep watching. The things that stood out to me about it, first of all, is Oscar Isaac. I mean, his performance was absolutely incredible, playing multiple roles in this series, very different roles. He's always been a great actor. He's one of my favorites that's working today, and from his roles in Star Wars to all the way back to Robin Hood, Sucker Punch. He's just done so many unique roles, and I think he can play so many different types of characters. And this is another example. I mean, a very unique character from what he's played before, with Stephen Grant and Mark Spector. And, he really just held the whole series together. We really went on a journey with him and, trying to figure out what's going on inside his head, what was real, what wasn't real. So we just had a great time watching this show and watching him play these characters and really ground it emotionally. There's some scenes that are just really, really, really good acting wise. So he was great. The rest of the cast was very good too. And we just had a really, really good time watching it. Ethan Hawke, of course, was another standout as the villain. And so, he had some great moments as well. The show is filled with great visual storytelling. The visual language was really, really strong. There are a couple shots that are just really memorable and stand out in my mind. The effects work was excellent all around. It's really showing that Marvel is spending money on these series. The stunts and the action scenes are also very well done. They were really exciting. Some got pretty brutal and violent, and it does deal with some darker subject matter than some of the other MCU series. But I thought it was all just really well done, very well executed by the choreography and the stunt teams. What's really the best about the series is that it is so character centric. We're following this character through this journey as he's trying to figure out what's going on. Stephen Grant and Mark Spector, who are at the center of the story, played by Oscar Isaac, as he's dealing with PTSD and dissociative identity disorder. So it was great to see a show bring real mental health issues to light in a really interesting way, but also shows the dark side of that as well. So I thought they did a good job of balancing that. The show is great because it's character centric, but it's also mythology building. We've never met this character before in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. He's not very well known in the comics either. So it was cool to see them build the character in a natural way, as well as build this mythology of this Egyptian mythology around the character. Which has been there from the beginning in the comics. So really great job of introducing us to this whole new side of the MCU that we've never seen before. They dealt with a lot of spiritual aspects in the show as well, which I really enjoyed. The classic kind of hero arc, a kind of redemption arc for this hero, and themes of sacrifice as well are seen throughout. So I really enjoyed every episode. I thought every episode built on the last one that came before it. It was a really satisfying conclusion for me as well. And they also set up season 2, which I really hope they get to make, because the post-credit scene is really exciting and interesting. So make sure you check it out if you haven't checked it out yet. Moon Knight for me ranks pretty high on these MCU series. My favorite is still Hawkeye. I still think that was the most fun. Hawkeye's been my favorite Avenger for a long time, and I think they did a great job with his character and introducing Kate Bishop and all these other elements to it. My number 2 would be WandaVision. That was such a unique, very different type of series that I thoroughly enjoyed. And then at number 3, I would put Moon Knight. I put it right up there with my favorites. I think they did an excellent job with the show. It just felt so fresh and different and new. Next, I would go What If, the animated series. I think was excellent. It's very underrated. Definitely check that out. Lots of fun to be had there. Then I would go Falcon and Winter Soldier. I thought they told a really good story there with Sam and Bucky. Then I would go Loki. All the shows have been good. I've enjoyed all of them, but that's how I would rank them. So as we're looking ahead, looking forward to the new MCU series that are coming this year and then the years ahead, what we have next is Miss Marvel. So Miss Marvel is the next series coming. It will drop on Disney Plus June 8th, 2022, so coming up here pretty soon. And that show is going to be, again, a totally new character we've never met before. She is loosely tied in with Captain Marvel. She will also appear in the Captain Marvel sequel, which is now titled The Marvels, and that's coming in 2023. Also coming up later this year is She-Hulk. She-Hulk is, of course, related to Hulk, so Mark Ruffalo will return as Bruce Banner in that series, and that's going to be tons of fun to see us introduced to this totally new character in the MCU. Also, a couple of specials coming out this year exclusively to Disney Plus. Werewolf by Night, which is dropping in October for Halloween, which they just announced will be directed by the famous composer Michael Giacchino, his first ever directorial effort. I would assume he would also be doing the score for it, but I don't know. For Christmas, we're getting the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special, written and directed by James Gunn, who has written and directed both Guardians films, is just finishing up Guardians Volume 3. He will be taking the reins on this holiday special, which should be tons of fun. And then after that, in the years ahead, we've still got Secret Invasion, which will star Samuel L. Jackson back as Nick Fury. Iron Heart is the new character we'll be introduced to. Armor Wars, which is going to be featuring Don Cheadle as War Machine. And then an untitled Wakanda series, a series set in Wakanda. So that's going to be tons of fun. A second season of Loki is on the way as well. Echo is getting her own spin-off from Hawkeye. Agatha House of Harkness is also getting her own show. She was featured in WandaVision. We're also getting animated series Spider-Man Freshman Year and Marvel Zombies. So tons of MCU series coming in the future. And I really think the comic book genre lends itself to these series because just like a comic book, you have multiple chapters you can look forward to. And you get to explore the characters a little bit deeper and further. So I think they've done a great job with the series so far. I hope the trend continues. So that's it for our Moon Knight review and our look ahead at the MCU series coming up. Make sure you leave us a comment. Tell us which series is your favorite so far, which series you're most looking forward to. And like, share, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and we'll see you guys next time.